All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Core Five podcast. Today we got a special guest with us. We got T Hub. We got him on the podcast today.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
T Hub,
Troy
Troy.
Yes, sir.
Troy
Yeah.
wanted to join. He has some shit to say. He has some shit you want to pop. I heard I made Troy mad last night. I heard I made him mad last night. So I think that's why he's on tonight.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
For sure, for sure. But we got a lot to talk about. Josh, we got the first topic today. We're gonna talk about game 2 of the NBA Finals.
Yep,
OKC versus Pacers.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get straight into it, man. So the OKC Thunder bounced back and win game 2 against the Pacers. They ended up dominating them with their defense. You know, Alex Caruso had 20 off the bench, and Wiggins had 18 off the bench. They win 123 to 107. So what are your thoughts on this game 2 bounce back from OKC? How do you think the series is going to play out going into game 3? And do you guys think it's going to need all 7 games for this series? Let's start with you, P.
The previous episode I'd said it going about 6 games, and I still think it's probably going to go that. I think the Thunder definitely need to steal one away in Indiana. They need to steal that one back to get back on where they need to be. But I mean, in the first game, I thought the Thunder really just lost the game on themselves. I mean, they shot pretty bad. They got the turnovers. Lord knows they got the turnovers. Golly, they had 19 or something in the first half. It was actually ridiculous for a team like the Pacers, who have Halliburton, who doesn't throw turnovers, to have 19. That's crazy. So they shouldn't have lost that game in the first place. But when I went back and looked at the box score after watching the game, it was clear that they just shot bad, and they ultimately just lost the game on their own accord.
Okay, Trav.
Yeah, no, I think that was just a must-win game for OKC. I didn't think they were going to lose game 2. It ain't helped that the Pacers shot horribly. At least like some of they keep, Pascal, 3 for 11, like he terrible. They're not going to win if he's shooting like that. And I need to see Tyrese Halliburton get a little more aggressive. Honestly,
Yeah,
I feel like he's not. I mean, he's that dude, so I feel like he needs to get a little more aggressive too. I mean, it's a quiet 17. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of that stuff came in garbage time. So I mean, he needs to get more aggressive. I wasn't expecting Obi to go off again. I ain't expecting him to go, shoot like shit though, like that. But I mean, the players were actually playing. Like I said, there was a lot of people in double digits, just like game 1, but it just wasn't efficient. I think that's the main thing. And like I said, I just didn't think OKC was going to lose game 2. That was a must win. I mean, so bench players stepped up for him. Like you said, Caruso and Wiggins, they went crazy. I mean, you get that off the bench from them 2, they might win the next 3. So, yeah, OKC looking tough. I think it's still going to go 6 or 7, though.
Okay. Ahmad?
Yeah, I agree with Trav. I think this is going to go to 6 or 7 games. I think this game was actually, in my opinion, a lot closer than what people think. Like, yeah, they kind of got blown out, but that's only because OKC really dominated that second quarter. If you look at every other quarter, it was a pretty even matchup in terms of scoring. OKC, the only thing they did differently this night, last night or whatever, compared to game 1, was they played the full 48 minutes. The game 1, they didn't play the full 48 minutes. They started slacking in the second half. This time, they played the full 48 minutes to sustain that lead they had in the second quarter. But the thing about that is they gotta be careful, because going into game 3 in Pacers, I think the Pacers are gonna shoot much better at home. They're gonna play much better, and I don't see them dominating them like I thought they would. I see them going a good game 6, 7 games, just because everyone on the Pacers plays basketball. Everybody plays defense. Everyone be playing offense. I think it's a by committee team, so I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
I got a question for you, Ahmad. Do you think if they go ahead and steal game 3, OKC, if they steal game 3, do you think they go on to win game 4 as well?
Bro, nothing's a foregone conclusion when it comes to the Pacers. We've seen it time and time again in this series. Like, as long as they're on the court, there's a chance, bro. They play the full 48 minutes no matter what. So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. I think I can see Pacers stealing another game at OKC.
Like whenever they go back,
yeah,
you think they can steal another one?
Yeah, I see it happening.
But they're always a team that's trailing, though. They always trailing. Like in game 1, they didn't have the lead until Halliburton hit that game winner. That was like 20 seconds. That's when they took the lead.
But they kept it close. They know how to keep it close, bro. It's called a, you know what it's called? It's called a rope a dope, nigga. Come on, they just they just stay around long enough, conserve the energy, and then they just take them out with the Grim
Game
Reaper.
game of
Tyrese
runs,
Halliburton.
bro.
I think also the Pacers got tired too. If you peep like the second quarter, third quarter, I think they just kind of ran out of gas too, like defensively. Like you saw them like giving up offensive rebounds, 2-3 second chance shots. They just got tired too. So I expect them to bounce back.
Okay. Troy, what you got to say about game 2?
Piggyback off these guys, man. You know, OKC, man, is just very overwhelming. You know what I mean? As far as defensively, you know how I feel about OKC. I could really, yeah, I really want their ass to lose. But I'm be real. I'm gonna be real. They're a very, very great team. They're very dominant. I didn't really expect in game 1 for them to actually lose this game, but you know they bounced back game 2, and you know they did what I pretty much expected. But I'm not gonna get over the fact that Indiana, they're a great offensive team. They're matched up pretty well. You know, I pretty much expected it to be a grind out series. It's been a long playoff, so you know, mental and physical fatigue will play in as far as they get into the series and everything like that. But I pretty much expected it to be a long, grinded out series. If I had to choose between Indiana and OKC, I gotta pick OKC.
That's a fact.
He really didn't want to. He really didn't
Look,
want to.
bro, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. OKC, the defense, bro, they're very dominant defensively, and then they got some great offense as well to go along with that defense. I know I said it's very overwhelming for Indiana. I really did not expect them to lose game 1, but if they can build off of this game 2, I could pretty much see them coming out of the series with the win.
Okay.
Their rotation is crazy too. I don't know if y'all peep, like they on everything. They like a pack of hyenas out there, bro. Like
Right.
every
Facts.
switch, like they run through picks, they communicating, like they on everything. Like it's crazy.
Everything.
And so they play really solid defense, and then you
Yeah.
got crazy scoring from Shea. So I mean
Yeah.
that's tough. You know what I mean? The Pacers don't have a guy like Shea. So I mean,
The only thing that alarms me is that they could take their foot off the gas pedal a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you do that versus a team like Indiana, you know, that's just, it could create a catastrophe, bro. Like, especially the moment. You know,
That's a new nickname. New nickname.
nah, we
if
ain't
you
doing
give
that.
the moment a chance to win this game, I mean, he's proven it the whole playoffs. He will win you that game in clutch time.
I'm glad you brought it up, Troy, though, because I just want to say after further evaluation of Tyrese's game, he's not an all-star. People trying to jack that he's an all-star, and I might have been on that bandwagon.
Whoa. I'm gonna pause you right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause you right there. I think you're using the wrong term. I think you mean superstar. He's
not
an all-star.
Look,
He's sure as hell ain't
Superstar.
no superstar.
he's an all-star.
He's an all-star.
He's an all-star for sure.
What you mean? All-star and superstar is two different things.
So, wait, so superstar, is that like KD, LeBron,
That's
superstar?
KD.
Yeah.
LeBron,
That's
yeah.
superstar level.
He's
Steph.
definitely an all-star.
I think he's like a B class all-star in my opinion. Like he's not an all-star starter. He can come off the bench though.
He's not S tier.
I
He's
think
not
I think like we could, depending how his career goes, I definitely agree with Ahmad. We could see him bouncing between being an all-star starter and on the bench, just with like some of the point guards in the East, like Cade and like Brunson, even like Donovan Mitchell and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think off of this playoff series.
Go ahead.
Okay, my bad. I think off of this playoff series alone, I think he's better than them. He got to the finals.
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't
Nah.
matter for the All-Star voting.
Bro, he jumped. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna take this from him, but it was a lot of injuries that had a part to play with that. They were not supposed to be the Cavs, bro. Come on, my nigga. Like everybody was injured on the Cavs. Everybody was injured.
You got to play who's in front of you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I know that. I know that.
There you go,
Yeah,
Troy.
I'm
Check
not
this out.
taking it from him. I'm not
Check
taking it
this
from him.
out. They said if Draymond didn't get suspended, Bron wouldn't have won that ring.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, Bron still got that ring.
Doesn't matter. Can't.
It's okay, Ahmad. What were they saying in 2015?
I'm just saying, Cleveland still
great
lost.
point.
You know what I mean? Cleveland still lost. Injuries or not, Cleveland still lost.
I'm just saying.
I remember what they were saying, Peanut. I remember what they were saying in
I remember what
2015.
they're saying.
I remember.
What they were saying, I'm lost.
You were saying if
What they were
Kyrie
saying.
and Kevin Love didn't get
Kyrie
hurt.
and Kevin Love.
Yeah.
You mean 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was. I heard that excuse from all the Cavs fans.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's a fact, though. But you know what I'm saying?
But I would say about Tyrese, bro, he too inconsistent though. Like in terms of scoring, like come on, man, you can't have these low scoring games. I get you gonna make the shot when it counts, but in my opinion, the reason why they consider him overrated is because he's not like consistently gonna score or is gonna consistently give you that production. Or assist. I'm just saying like either one. Like,
let me give you a point though.
Yeah.
When you think about it, right? Because if I'm thinking about like Bron, right? When Bron comes into the game and everybody's like, yo, in clutch time, we want you to score. But in Bron's mind's like, I want to make the right play.
Right.
So this is the question. Do you think Halliburton trying to make the right play has an effect on like, you know, his field goal attempts and everything like that? Just him trying to make the right play in the right moment.
Maybe it's kind of staggering because it's totally different. Because Tyrese is going to take the last shot. Bron might pass that bitch off. You know what I mean? I feel like we've seen Tyrese. He's going to pull that bitch when it's down to game time. But during the game flow,
yeah,
that's one thing I say. I think he's like a real pure point guard. He's looking to pass. He's
right.
not looking to
He's
score.
a pure point guard. Facts.
But I think he needs to adjust that though in this day of league. Like he's a big point guard. He's 6'6", 6'5".
Yeah.
Like
he
you
needs
can
to be
make
able
a
to turn
shot,
it on.
bro. Like he's got to be able to like flip that switch and like, all right, I'm going to take this to the hole. I'm going to, you know what I mean? I don't even like seeing him pull those deep threes like he's Steph. It's like, come on. I mean, I don't think that's part of his game. I think he should be trying to get into the paint more, midi. Like he needs to be more aggressive.
I literally seen this nigga go to the hole, have an open lip, and pass the ball out. That's ridiculous.
He does that a lot. He does that a lot.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Let me ask this though. I know Josh brought this up a little bit earlier, but do any of us think Halliburton is a superstar?
No,
not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
So what do you think about word going around the league that he is a superstar?
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Well, hell no. Yeah, he ain't no superstar. He Billy All-Star.
You can't know.
Yeah,
I'm not exacting that, bro.
Because
we would say he's not an all-star.
I think the superstar tag is too much. Like I don't even think. If you ask me, I don't even think Brunson's a superstar.
Question: what is a superstar?
What
makes a superstar?
I think you have to have those moments and be that guy. I think
championships.
Does he not have those moments?
No, they don't mean anything. They're empty moments. I think they're empty moments. If my man wins, I don't know. I think it's empty moments, bro. Like the superstars we think of, they've all done some shit, and it's like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not just like you know what I mean, regular season shit, playoff shit. It's like nah, we're talking about championships. We're talking about. I think it's just different level shit. You know what I mean? Obviously, LeBron's an anomaly because LeBron was a superstar coming into the league type shit. I mean, that's a little different. You know what I mean? But you know, Steph.
I like that one, Trav. I like that one.
Yeah, I feel you. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Like when Curry sent them French niggas home, hit the superstar shit.
That's come on. I mean, that's
superstar shit.
It's different.
Yo,
that was superstar shit right there.
Wipe your knees.
Nah, chill out.
I got a question for y'all real quick before we move on. So J-Dub in the first two games, right? Game 1, he shot 6 for 19 from the field. And then game 2, he shot 5 for 14 from the field. But he got to the line 9 times and made 8 free throws. Do you think J-Dub needs to play better? Because he kind of got off to this slow start with the Nuggets. We kind of seeing a pattern. Remember, game 1 with the Nuggets, they lost to Aaron Gordon buzzer beater. Game 1 against the Pacers, they lost to a Tyrese Halliburton buzzer beater. And in that series against the Nuggets, J-Dub wasn't playing his best basketball, and he's off to a bad start now. So how do y'all feel about J-Dub right now?
I was gonna say that's probably just his inexperience showing. I mean,
Look, let me tell you
this
something.
is his first time.
Let me tell you something. This is pretty on brand for J-Dub. You know what I mean? Jay Brand has those games where he is just this great player. Like, he'll will his team to a win, you know what I mean, alongside Shea, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have those games where it's like, where is he? You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Like this, like it's not a surprise, you feel me, that J-Dub is performing the way that he is. This has been him all season. You know what I mean? But that's just my thoughts on the situation. You know what I mean? It's not a surprise to me personally because this is what he's done all season.
And this is shit. And this is shit we talking about, Josh. When we say you crazy for ever comparing Russell Westbrook to a J-Dub nigga, like, you're insane.
I never said that. I never said
like
that.
that whole shit is
See,
crazy.
you putting words in my mouth.
You said a
You
bunch
putting
of
words in my
shit,
mouth. I was
though,
talking
so
about.
it
I'm talking about.
sounds right.
Okay, no. I'm talking
Russell
about
Westbrook will never.
OKC as a team.
Exactly. So I'm saying Russell, like, to me, J-Dub's a second option, and to me on OKC, Russell was a second option. So I'm just doing that matchup. Russell was averaging like 24. J-Dub not averaging 24.
So you wasn't comparing Russ and J-Dub, right?
Nah, I was
He's
comparing.
capping now. He's back against the wall. You know what I mean? He
I
don't know.
got four niggas in here trying to jump me, bro. We're not doing this tonight.
I ain't even said anything.
I have to say
What do you say? Fuck me for?
I was about to say, bro, it's about to get crazy in here.
Nah, I ain't even gonna take it there. I ain't gonna take it there. But does anybody else have anything to say about J-Dub's performance? You think he was gonna bounce back game 3?
I think if as a Pacer fan or even as a Pacers, that would concern me because I feel like one of these games he's gonna go off. I think that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like I think he's capable of doing that. I think one of these games he's gonna snap and go off, give you that 25 piece. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be big, and that might be the turning point for the game. I mean, that's the only thing that would, if I was, on the Pacer side, concern me is that one of these ones I think he's gonna get off. You know what I mean? But definitely been super inconsistent, but he has a talent to go off.
Right.
That's true. That's a fact.
It's like this, right? Don't get J-Dub hot. Then you got Chet hot. Then you got Shea hot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They can't fuck with it.
Disaster. You know what I mean? For the Pacers. You feel me?
Yep.
Don't let. Oh man.
Yeah.
So you don't think the Pacers have that? You don't think Siakam and right now I feel like the only quote unquote stars on that team is Halliburton and Siakam. That's it. Turner could give you some buckets and look.
Nembhard can give you a little.
But he's not,
you got to think about it like this. It's a game plan, right? You go out there, the coach gives you your role for the night. They give you the numbers, they run down the numbers, they're going to tell you what you can shoot, what you can't shoot, what's the objective for the game that night. You feel me? We know Miles Turner is a bucket. We also know that he is very dominant defensively.
Yeah.
But as far as this OKC team, they're not really using him as much as I would like. You know what I mean? Because Miles is a great bucket. He's a good bucket now. Pascal, he's been doing phenomenal this playoffs.
Yeah.
I would love to see a lot more from him in this series. A lot more of what we've seen this whole playoff run from Indiana. I would love to see a lot more from Pascal.
Okay, and one more question before we move on to the next topic. How do y'all feel about the Game 1 ratings of the 2025 NBA Finals? Because it says that they've averaged a 4.7 rating and 8.91 million viewers on ABC, making it the least watched Game 1 of the of the NBA.
What did I say? Didn't I call it?
Let me tell you, bro. I feel like we got to do better as NBA fans, right? We got to support the low market teams, right? It's not like how it was back in, 2000, shit like that, when the low market teams were just not good. It's very diverse in the league at this point. You feel me? So I feel like we got to do a better job at supporting, these low market teams now.
Do you
Because
think? Do y'all really think it's a low market team thing or
Yeah.
the
Yes,
brand thing?
Yes. Yes.
I think
I
it's for
mean,
sure.
look at the Knicks versus the Pacers game. That first game one, it was more than the Super Bowl or just as
bananas,
much as the Super Bowl.
bananas, bro.
Yeah. So it's more so just the team playing. Like,
I
You know what I
also
mean?
think that I also think the NBA itself needs to do better at promoting these things. I feel like they're kind of lackluster on this being the finals. It just seems like it's just another like playoff game. I feel like they're not like promoting this. I'm like I said, I'm from back seeing like they had, the court was done up, finals court. You
That
got
is true.
the trophy on the court. You know what I mean? Like the logo, like the
even
patches on the
comparing
jersey, like all that shit's like
the
not even there. You know what I mean? It's like they just like this is just a regular playoff game.
Finals
It's like,
trophy on the half court line, gang.
yeah,
like
yeah,
right, like
big ass trophy on the fucking
yeah, like
screen.
come
Yeah,
on, bro. Like
I was about to bring that up.
different,
Y'all
gang.
seen how they switched it up? They
How
put
they
like 2 trophies on the court, one
how we
quarter,
got
and then the next quarter they put the finals logos.
how they got
Terrible.
better courts during the little play-in
in-season
tournament
tournament.
shit
Those shits
than
are
the
fire.
finals. Like that's backwards. Like I said, that's totally bad. I feel like they put more promo and shit into the in-season tournament than they do the finals, and I think that's the issue.
I mean, like I just like, bro, like these are 2 of the best teams in the league. They both made it to the finals. You know what I mean? I just feel like those numbers should be a little higher than what they are. They should not be the lowest ratings. And since when?
Ever.
Come on, like, come on,
Since 1988.
come on.
Shit.
And see, that's what I said. I don't know if it's a fan thing. Like, I mean, obviously, it might be different for us because I
It's
know
definitely
we're
a
all
fan.
watching. You know what I mean? I feel like we're all watching. Everyone in the group chat's watching. You know what I mean? It's like, so
Yeah.
where is the disconnect? Because, I mean, I feel like if you like ball, it don't matter who's in the finals playing. You should be watching.
You should be watching.
I-
That's
Now,
a fact.
obviously,
It's
the person who doesn't keep up with it, they'll tune in if it's LeBron in there. You know what I mean? Or if it's Steph's in there. So, I mean,
Oh yeah, of course.
you obviously
of
the
course.
star power,
Of
you know what I
course.
mean, is different.
Brian in there, we all in there.
You know
You know
what
what
I mean?
I agree with Trav. I think it's
Yeah, I mean-
more. I definitely think it's less of like an NBA fan thing and more of like a business thing. Because I mean, there's only so much we can do as fans ourselves to like hype it up. If the NBA has to make these small market teams exciting, like because I mean, like if you're casual and you hear the names Indiana, you're like, okay. You hear Oklahoma, okay. Like
It's a
Right.
what the
fact.
hell care? You hear LA, you're like, oh shit, yeah, they a big market team, they big
LA,
big
New
time.
York.
You hear New
Yeah.
York, you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. You hear,
You
what's
got to
the-
think about it, bro. If Charlotte made the finals, would anybody tune in?
I mean, it'd be the same shit.
Unless
It'd be
if
the
you're a
same shit.
diehard fan, if you're a
Yeah.
diehard
Yeah,
fan,
yeah, it'd be the
same
but
exact-
NBA
but-
fan, I'm
but-
watching. I'm watching.
I'm talking about
We
what
watching, like
America.
Trav said.
what
The thing
America-
about
I know we NBA fans.
yeah,
But would America tune in?
nah, because it's not well, it's not a big market and there's no star power there. It's not no LeBron James playing. It's not no Steph Curry. Also, you gotta think about it too. It's like all these people we talking about. Like I think they just haven't done a good job marketing a star like they have with LeBron James, and like with Stephen Curry. Like,
Kevin
like
Durant.
Kevin Durant. When you see Shea, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Kevin Durant was cold. His era was so tough. Like in his prime, that nigga came out with a Thunderstruck movie. He had the KD. He had everything around him. Like it was really promoting him.
And like,
Shea,
we got him in Skims.
yeah, and Skims commercial. He wearing bras. He wearing bras and shit.
he fashion, my nigga. Like, come on, what is that, bro?
Yeah, he always. Anytime I see him in the advertisement, he's with like his other teammates and shit like that. So it's not really like a good.
And even to pick on that a little bit, like his shoes, his Converse shoes, which I think are kind of dope. You can't even buy them bitches.
Why
They're not
not?
even available. They're just
They
not
haven't
available
put-
yet.
They haven't released them yet.
Nope, they're not. They're not coming out until this
What?
fall.
Them shits is
What? I didn't know that.
Ooh, them shits
I fuck with him a little bit. I fuck with him. I want to ball in them. That's the thing. I want to ball in them.
They kind of hard a little bit.
That's
Get you some
I like it.
AEs.
You know what I
Get
mean?
get you some AEs. Don't get no shades.
AEs are tough. AEs are tough, but
Converse is crazy.
Nah, but they tough though. I'm not gonna
They
give
tough,
me
yo.
Iverson Reebok vibes a little
Out there in
bit.
the Chuck Taylors.
nah, we ain't doing that.
You ain't jacking
Nah.
that? I
Nah,
kind
piggyback
of
off of Ahmad though, right?
I
Piggyback
fuck
off
with
of
him.
what Ahmad said, right? As far as like the guys that was on brand with the NBA that was selling out the arenas and things like that, they're getting older now. So now we got these younger guys coming into the league, and I don't know if the NBA knows what it's doing as far as marketing wise, trying to get these players to be as big as the generation before them, to bring in those people to sit in the seats, get those ticket sales and all of that. Try to get these even the low market teams, right? Just get them to propel further. You feel me? It's just on the NBA. I feel like, to piggyback off of mine, I feel like it's on the NBA's it's the NBA's job to further the younger generation. They're not doing a good enough job of it.
I think Troy made a great point there. I mean, look at, as I mentioned, look at the other like big market teams. There's like LA and New York. They have celebrities courtside, bro. Like it's like an experience to a degree. Like if that helps bring casual fans in. You tune into the Knicks game, you see Timothy Chalamet courtside with Kylie Jenner. You're like, oh shit, he got it like that.
Yeah,
you got Spike Lee courtside.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. The night Embiid got the MVP, I was in the arena. They had Meek Mill in there. I'm like, Meek here? Meek? This was before the Diddy allegation. This was before the Diddy allegation. You know what I mean? If it was the Diddy joint had happened, I'd have been like, all right, Meek. You know what I mean? But this was before the Diddy allegation, so. You know what I mean? P made it.
You know what I think it is too? I think it's that this is the first time in the NBA, maybe history, that the faces of the league are old and still balling at a certain high level. You know what I mean? LeBron is 40. Like I'm pretty sure in NBA in the back of their mind, they want Bron, Steph, these guys to be gone so they can prop these new dudes up. As long as Bron, Steph, and them boys are still in here balling like at this high level, it's hard to make any of these young boys the face of the league. Like LeBron's the face of the league, bro. Like LeBron is the face of the league.
Yeah,
him and Steph. I mean, it's 1A, 1B. You know what I mean? Durant.
Really
as long as them boys are in the league, like
you got to think about those ticket sales and those jersey sales. You feel me? That's what the money that they bring in as players.
Right.
You can't just replace that. You can't just easily replace that. Steph leading the league in jersey sales at one point. You know what I mean? Bron for a long time. You can't just replace that.
I mean, you got these guys that are right on the fringe, though.
The NBA is a business. So unless these guys can step up into that stardom, like Anthony Edwards, not wanting the title of the face of the league, you feel me? That somebody has to take the initiative, take on that role, take on that responsibility in order to eventually just push these older guys out of the league and keep the league moving forward. You know what I mean?
There's a handful of them
back, right? I know some guys personally. When Bron retired, they're contemplating, stop watching the game personally. You know what I'm saying? I know some guys. I was one of those guys. But I know some guys, you know what I mean?
Tripping.
How can we find that same caliber of talent, that same caliber of stardom, you know what I mean, to keep the league in a great place? You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to.
That's a good point, because a lot of time fans these days, they're not following like teams. Like back in the day, like they follow, like, you're a fan of a team. Like Trav, I'll give a perfect example. You already know where I'm going. Trav is a Lakers fan. Like he's a fan of the Lakers. Josh, that nigga a LeBron fan. So like it's switching.
That backdrop drives me crazy, bro. Because he's an OKC fan, bro. I don't know why he's even got Lakers shit up there, bro. Like, yo, just put like a blank, like put LeBron like high school picture up there or something.
Yeah. Hold on.
Lakers,
you gotta do
baby.
something different.
Lately you've been OKC fan, gang. Ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, that's his squad.
Hey,
that's crazy. Chill on me.
Lately,
I got a question. I got a question for Trav. So do you think? Okay, so like back in, let's just say from that 2015 to 2019, 2015 to 2018, right, Trav? It
Yep.
was always Cavs and Warriors,
Yep.
right? And although the Warriors were spanking the Cavs in those finals, people were tuning in, right? They were
Yep.
still tuning in, regardless if they got swept or not. You know what I'm saying? Do you think because, like you said, those start like Steph and LeBron, because they're not in the finals no more, it's hard. And with the parity that's in the league today, you know what I'm saying? There's different teams in the finals every year now. You
I
think that
think
plays a part?
I think so. I think, and that's what Adam Silver has been trying to do is make the league more You know what I mean? Like make it like that.
Mm.
Which I feel like we're maybe starting to see some of the cons in doing that. You know what I mean? Like because that's a good point because everyone was tuned in every year. It didn't matter Cavs Warriors every year, and everyone just tuned in. You know what I mean? You got LeBron versus Steph. Like this is what you want. You want the top ballers in the league. You want to see them doing it. You know what I mean? So I think that is a big thing of it. But like I said, there is a handful of guys now that are coming up that I think is going to make. Like I said, I think once people see like this, I think this finals is going to help Shea. Like I think that's going to like boost Shea up where people are like, oh shit, this guy can ball. He's the MVP. We're seeing this on his level. You know what I mean? Even
Right.
Halliburton. If it goes the other way, people are like, all right, we know who Tyrese Halliburton is in Indiana now. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing, but at the same time, it just seems like it's going to be a slow process now. You know what I mean? Because some of the ballers that you want to see aren't, they're not playing like even if the Nuggets were in there, I feel like it'd be a different thing because people are used to seeing like, Joker, the
A
Nuggets,
familiar
like,
face in the finals.
yeah, I
Well,
think that's,
yeah,
I mean, I think that's some of it.
we haven't had a repeat champion in forever.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
if you think Shea doesn't go, let's just say OKC wins the finals, right? If they don't go back next year, do you think it's gonna, drop the ratings if it's a new team again
Yeah,
instead
I
of it
think.
being another team or the
Well,
same team trying to defend a championship? Go ahead, Mike.
I think so. Well, if you bring it back, we look at like the first time NBA needed to be saved, it was with Magic and Bird. It was a rivalry. It was the back and forth, the rivalry that kind of saved the league and propped the league back up to where it needed to be. So I think that kind of back and forth, people would know what to tune in for. That rivalry is what people like. Also,
I'm glad you know Magic name. we gonna spin back to that
we're
later.
gonna
I'm
tonight.
glad, I'm
Yeah,
glad you know.
yeah.
I'm glad you know.
Save it.
It's also called it's called the hero's journey. You know what I'm saying? People like to follow the hero's journey. So you look at someone like Steph Curry. You know who he is. You know what he stands for. You kind of like have back. You feel like you know him. Like he's someone, or LeBron James. Like you've been following him since high school. Like you know his story. So you're following that hero's journey throughout this whole entire process. Nowadays, when you talk about Shea, nigga, I don't really know. He's from Canada, bro. I don't know him. I don't know him. He don't talk like that. Tyrese Halliburton, I don't know him either, bro. He was with the Snow Bunnies. That's all I know him for. Like I don't. I think that's the piece that's missing. Even with Jokic, like he don't even talk. We don't know Jokic. All we know is he's a bucket. He's a walking triple double, but we don't really know him like that. And I think that is what's missing to connect to the casual fan because obviously we're gonna watch basketball no matter what, but NBA got to figure out a way to connect with the casual fan who's just walking by. My girl right now, she knows who Steph Curry is. You know what I'm saying? She don't watch basketball like that, and that's what the NBA needs to fix.
Okay, good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're gonna move on to the next topic now. So, not really a topic, but really a question for each and everybody. I'm gonna give y'all time to talk and just give me a reason why. But who is your favorite NBA champions of all time and why? Let's start with you, Ahmad.
This is a trick question.
Golden State, Golden State, Golden State, Golden State.
This is a trick question.
Go ahead, bro. Talk to me.
Wait, are you talking about like name one team or like top?
Yeah, just you can name one or two teams.
All right, I'll give you two teams. I'll say
and the year.
Okay, I'll say Golden State Warriors, the first championship.
2015.
Yeah, that was crazy. I like that championship. And then I'll say the Spurs. I'm trying to think what year was it they beat the Miami Heat?
14.
Yeah, that one right there. Right. That was a good one. And just an honorable mention for me would be the Dallas Mavericks 2011. That was crazy. Like
yo,
Dirk
he
Nowitzki.
just picked all the teams that beat Braun, bro. Yo, you peep that? Yo,
Nah,
yo,
bro.
That's greatness, though, right?
Bro,
that's
listen.
right.
Listen,
You got
it
it.
just
You
so
got it.
happened, bro. It so happened for as long as I've been watching basketball, LeBron's been losing. It just happened to be that way. It just happened to be that way. Every time I was like, the
Crazy.
first time I ever watched basketball was 2011. Like I watched the finals and I watched LeBron get mopped by Dirk
Man.
Nowitzki.
And
White is a
old
strong
Jason
word,
Kidd,
bro.
Jason Terry. Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's a
that.
nasty one. That's a
The
So
nasty
you
one.
saw,
LeBron stopper, JJ Barea.
yeah, and then after that, I saw LeBron get dominated by this little light skinned nigga. So like,
Mm.
so you can understand why my opinion of LeBron is what my opinion is, right?
No,
Yeah,
I don't understand. But we're
yeah,
not gonna get into it.
That's
We're
crazy.
not gonna
yeah.
get into it. But go ahead, Troy. Your favorite NBA champions of all time. You can give me one or two.
So, all time. I only got one game. I gotta go with 2012 Miami. Reason why is you got to think about that time. I mean, being that Bron's my favorite player, you got to think about it like this, right? With all the scrutiny and all the criticism that Bron had to face, everybody talking about Bron doesn't have that killer instinct in him. I witnessed that in that 2012 playoff run. You know, you got to think about that game 6 versus Boston when Bron just totally went dark. You feel me? Just went dark. What's that shit he say? 0 dark 30? At that time, that was really a thing. You feel me? That game 6 versus the Celtics, bro, I was sitting there looking at the TV like, what the fuck got into this nigga? You know what I mean? Like Bron, no expression, no nothing, just straight demon time, right? Then they advanced on and got into the finals later on and played OKC with a young Kevin Durant and a young Russell Westbrook, you know, and dominated the series. And, you know, it was just a great time being that Bron, like with Bron dealing with all of that in that period of time.
And then winning his first championship, finally.
It was different. It was a different feeling. Finally winning that championship after how many years? He got in the league in 03.
Yeah.
Got his first championship in 12.
Long ass time, right?
Time coming.
Yeah.
He got hey, let's not forget he got to the finals in 08.
But
no,
that,
not 08.
what was it? They lost to
07, I think.
They lost to the Magic.
To the Spurs. They lost to the Spurs.
That was 09, right? They lost to the Magic.
They got swept, right?
Yeah, they got swept. Yeah, he got swept.
Yeah,
they got dominated, bro. They got bent over.
It's just like for you said the favorite NBA Finals team of all time.
Yeah, NBA champion.
Yeah. That's why. That's why the mode he was in, all the criticism he faced, and the fact that he endured all that and then just dominated.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade taking that back seat and letting Bron just cook. Even though Dwayne has some great games, but Bron was just a different mode. But yeah.
Go ahead, Trav.
I mean, I would go straight to 2010 Lakers when we beat the Celtics in 7. That series was crazy. Like I said, I remember we were just talking about that before we started. I was y'all age watching that, and that one stuck with me for real. Like that was Kobe. You know what I mean? They won it the year before as well. They beat the Magic.
Yeah.
Whatever. But this was a rematch from 2008 though, because Lakers went 3 years in a row.
Let me ask you a question, right?
What's up?
Was this the one when Metal World Peace hit that damn shot at the end?
Yep. Meta World Peace.
I remember that shit.
Meta hit that shit. My man, what's my man? Sasha Vujacic with the free throws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that that game 7 was stress, bro. Like stress.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that I'm pretty sure that game ended up only being like in the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even a lot of scoring in that game.
Yo, y'all remember maybe 2K Metal World Peace had his own song on it, bitch. Yes.
I know what you talking about too.
That bitch hit that shot, boy, and made a whole song, boy.
Yeah. That's good. So
That's the one that sticks with me though. Kobe and Paul, like
That was
that's the one. And if I had to pick a second one, it'd be that LeBron 2016 Cavs team when they came back 3-1. That
show us some love, there, Chad.
Hey, I'm like I said, I'm not.
Show some LeBron love. We love that, Chad.
Because I remember watching that too.
Ahmad, you know what we call that? That's growth.
It's not. I've never. You don't hear me hating on LeBron. Like, I respect it. You know what I mean? But watching that though, that was crazy. And like that game 7, crazy. I remember where I was at watching that game 7, like the chase down block, all that shit. Kyrie with that shit was crazy, bro. Like that was. You know what I mean? Like that was a crazy game too. So those would be my 2 right there.
that was terrible.
I respect that. P.
game was a great time.
I got the 2011 Mavericks.
Okay.
Just personally, I mean, Dirk. You know, it's like Ahmad mentioned the story of the hero, bro.
What you say, P?
The 2011 Dallas Mavericks. You got the story of the hero, bro. You got Dirk, the hero, taking down the villains.
Yeah.
He didn't need no damn super team. He did it by himself with JJ Barea, Jason Terry, Sean Marion.
No super team.
That ain't no super team compared to Wade, Bosch, and LeBron.
Get the fuck out of here.
They was all like retired damn near.
No,
that was their last hurrah, bro. They spent all their energy.
I swear to God, boy, I was in middle school during this time, boy. Look, this game hurt my heart. This series hurt my heart. Look, that team weren't as old as you thought they were. Them bitches was hooping. They was hooping. Look, Jason Tech, the Jets. Come on,
was crazy.
Yo, that bitch was cat. JJ Barea, little leprechaun, motherfucker. Cash, Dirk. Don't give it to him in the clutch.
That's a nasty team.
That team.
He was sick,
bro.
They was clowning on him.
That was the upper juice squad right there.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And then I got the 2019 Toronto Raptors.
I like that. You a Raptors fan. You got to pick them.
That shit was garbage.
Hey,
yo,
a chip's a chip.
Yo, when you look at it, yo, that's the nastiest.
Why leave?
That y'all LeBron fans should be ashamed of yourselves for that Mavericks loss. That's nasty. That team's disgusting.
Are you looking at it? You look
I'm looking at the roster. I'm
Yeah.
disgusted, yo. I'm disgusted with that team.
Name the roster real quick. Name the roster, Trav.
Bro. So Dirk,
look, Trav.
I'll give you the ages too, because they weren't as old as everyone thinking. Dirk was 32.
That's
so you know what I mean? Like Dirk was 32.
Yo, Trav, but put in context, age was different back then. Niggas wasn't really playing to like 37. This shit is new.
That's true.
New.
That's true. Because Jason Kidd was 37 on that team, but Jason Kidd was, you know what I mean, at that point, like he's on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Jason Terry, Sean Marion, Tyson Chandler, JJ Barea, Kidd, Deshaun Stevenson,
Trav,
Brandon Hayward,
Trav,
Asia.
Come on, Trav. You disgusted?
I'm disgusted.
That point in the league,
Ray Allen, Chris Bosh, D Wade.
Come on, bro.
No. Ray Allen wasn't on that squad.
Ray wasn't there yet.
Ray wasn't on that squad.
Hey, bro, look. Bro, I'm telling you right now, that Mavericks team, they were deeper than Miami was.
Wait, did you have Tom Eddie?
They had a lot of help, like you said, right? And the last series with OKC and the Timberwolves, right? They just had more help on the bench than the Timberwolves did.
Nah,
right?
gang, y'all not supposed to lose that team.
No,
LeBron James in 2011, bro. Like that,
bro. They just had the Dallas was deep, bro. Dallas was deep. They had a bench. They had what they needed to win that. They won that championship because they were that good. I know you listed names, but in that period of time, that was a great team.
Bro, y'all bench was nice though too for bench players.
Name Miami bench real quick.
Mike
Miller,
Miller, Mike Bibby, Eddie House, Juwan Howard, and Joel Anthony.
Get the fuck out of here.
Howard.
Yeah, I also had Chalmers, Mario Chalmers. Yeah, he was.
Chalmers was a
starter.
He was starting.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like y'all had a good.
Let me tell you something. What you just named, that shit was trash compared to what Dallas had.
Compared to JJ Barea?
Come on, JJ Barea was a dog.
They were calling. They were
calling
calling Barea the LeBron stopper.
Brendan Hayward,
Come on, bro. JJ Barea was a complete cruise missile. When that bitch got hot, he got hot. What are you talking about? I watched this shit,
bro.
That bitch was a fucking demon. They couldn't do nothing with him.
Y'all had to wait, bro. Y'all had to wait to flash Wade.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro. Like,
we were supposed to win that. We were supposed to win that, Troy. We were supposed to win that.
Come on, yeah. I mean,
we was supposed to win, but we didn't, and I'm telling you why. Them niggas was nice.
No,
what are you talking about?
It's because Bron had a lapse.
Bron wasn't ready yet. That's what I'm
saying. No, Dwayne Wade didn't get the keys to Bron. That's why in 2012 he said, "Yo, this is your team."
It seemed like Bron was third scoring on that team. That's nasty.
Trap.
That's disgusting, bro. Like, you're LeBron James, bro.
Trap.
And you've been there before. Wade won one already. Come on, yo. As Bron fans, y'all have to. Yo, that's the nastiest law. That's the stain in
this
LeBron.
Nigga had 8 points.
Let me ask you something. You Kobe fan, right?
Yep.
Why when Shaq leave, it took Kobe so long to get another championship?
What it took him 9 years.
Yeah. Why it take him so long?
I can tell you why.
Great.
I can tell you
nasty,
why.
Right?
Wasn't that Lakers roster like bare bones? I'm talking like nobody.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why the Lakers ain't see nothing in 2005, 6, 7, 8. Like that. 8 is when we went back. So actually, it only took us because we won it in 2000, 2001, 2002. So 3, 4, 5, 6
years.
We took 5 years off.
That's respectable.
We took 5 years off because we went back in 08 and lost. And then won the next 2.
Championship for the Lakers.
Huh?
Who won that championship for the Lakers?
Oh, what? In 9 and 10?
Yeah.
Kobe.
Ron Artest. Time for the champions. I said we will re-up. Win it again.
That's fine too. I mean, that's fine.
Come on, Ron Artest won that shit for y'all, boy.
That's
fine.
Man. That's fine.
No, that was funny.
But I'll tell you, I knew one championship we weren't gonna lose, and that was to the Magic, because the Magic don't got the ballers like that. They had Dwight Howard. That's it.
Dwight Howard was nasty. Don't do that.
And
do that.
Dirk Nowitzki's nasty, but that's all they had.
Come on now. Dwight was nasty.
Y'all propping Jason Terry up is nasty work, bro. That's nasty. That's nasty work, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I know it's Kenny
Terry hit a 3 and he come down and shit like this. Come on, bro.
Come on.
What are you talking about?
Nah, we're not doing that, bro.
That's nasty, bro. At that time in the league,
no,
you had to show an example of greatness. Jason Terry showed an example of greatness in that 2011 finals, bro.
But he wasn't a great player. Like, he had a good series.
He showed an example of what greatness is. I didn't say he was great. He showed an example of what greatness is. He showed.
So why didn't Bron show that example?
You got.
Hold on, don't bring Bron. We talk about Jason right now.
You got arguably.
Talk about Jason. I'm saying
arguably the greatest player.
Look, let me tell you.
Is he Hall of Famer? Is he Hall of Famer though?
He showed what it took
to
win.
Yeah. Hall of Famers.
He showed what it took to win. Bron, D-Wade, Bosh, whatever. They weren't ready yet, apparently. Obviously. They weren't ready yet.
And they just got together. They just got together.
Ready
yet.
But
they just got together.
What happened the next year? What did I just say?
You know the Celtics, when the Celtics got together, they won it the first year.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The Celtics big 3 won it the first year.
That's a fact.
Against us.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm combating Josh's whole that was their first year together shit. Like, I don't want to hear that excuse. We're not going to use that excuse.
You got it. You got it. I ain't even gonna argue with you. You got it. I'm gonna let it go. Hey, we gotta go. We gotta move on though. We gotta move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Move on. Time is going. Good conversations though. So real quick, we're gonna talk about Giannis and the Raptors because I keep
Bron
seeing
like
this
that,
pop up.
bro.
Oh yeah.
We say?
Why you gonna talk about Bron like that, bro?
Who?
Bron. Come on, bro. What the fuck?
Who? Trav?
Trav, yes, Trav. This guy, Bus City jersey on. Chuck Kobe. Get the fuck out of here.
We got 5 of them. We got 5 of them. Y'all better chill out.
You got it.
Chill out.
You got it.
Hey.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Giannis real quick. What happened in the banner, Ahmad?
My fault up.
Yeah,
I do
real
fuck with
quick.
Bron, though. They know that. I fuck with Bron.
We got Giannis and the Raptors. Are the Raptors a good landing spot for Giannis? And what would the asking price be like for him? Because I keep seeing reports.
I need to hear P.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. P, you can start it off. But I keep seeing, you know, these reports that Giannis could end up landing with Toronto. Is that really a good fit? Is that good for the league? What would the asking price be like? P, talk to me, bro.
I don't know. It might be an iffy fit for LeBron. For Giannis, we got to see how it works out and what we have to give up. Because, we do have a ton of young pieces that we can kind of work with and kind of move. Emmanuel quickly was kind of hooping for a good little bit. Emmanuel quickly was kind of cooking. We also got Grady Dick, who also had a good sophomore season. We got Brandon Ingram. If that's worth anything these days, I don't know anymore, really. Scotty Barnes.
Back him the fuck up.
That was.
This nigga said Grady Dick, Emmanuel quickly, get him the fuck out of here.
What did we win a chip with before? What did we win a chip with before? Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, Kawhi, Siakam, and Mark Gasol. We can do it.
Norman Powell
won that damn championship.
Hey, Giannis can do it again. Giannis can do it again.
Oh hell.
But we got young pieces. You got to remember the Bucks are going to look to rebuild after. I would assume they're going to look to rebuild because they're losing Brook Lopez this year. They're probably going to lose Bobby Portis. They're losing pieces. They're basically in rebuild mode.
Crazy mistake getting rid of Drew Holiday.
Yeah. Even
That was big time.
So far Dame's looking like it's biting them in the ass too.
Yeah.
So they definitely in rebuild mode. And what better way to rebuild than just giving them all our young pieces? Or a good amount of them. I don't think we should give up all of our pieces.
You can't get the full extent of Dame and the full extent of Giannis. They're both ball dominant players. You know what I mean? Dame, all right, they're expecting Dame to come in the clutch, right? But if Giannis is going crazy the whole game, 30, 15 rebounds, blase, but it's a close game at the end of the game and you expect Dame to win you the game, how many shots has Dame got up that whole game to be able to close the game for you? You know what I'm saying? Dame has to be Dame, and Giannis has to be Giannis. And them two, I feel like they just do not mesh at all. They haven't showed me anything otherwise to say that they're a perfect duo. They're a good duo. I just can't see Milwaukee winning with Dame and Giannis.
Trav?
I guess it comes down to what they have to give up, because then it's like, does Giannis just want to go to if they're rebuilding Milwaukee, do you just rather live in Toronto and rebuild? Because I don't think what they would have to give up, they're going to be a championship caliber team. They can get to the playoffs. I think any team that has Giannis on the team can get to the playoffs, especially in the East.
Yeah.
But, is he really going to go there with expectations to win a championship if they got to get rid of Scotty Barnes, who knows, the young boys, they still got RJ Barrett up there.
I forgot to mention RJ Barrett.
Who do you got to get rid of, though, to get Giannis? I don't think the Bucks are going to give up Giannis easily. That's the thing. And
that's a big price.
and then it's like, like I said, if he prefers to live in Toronto, just a ball, cool, because Milwaukee is just Milwaukee. But nigga, you're not gonna win in Toronto either. So I that's where I'm at with it. I don't know if money, location, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. He should just stay put.
I mean, picks.
Picks,
I
yeah,
mean,
picks.
I mean, even that
I
though,
gotta.
you're still building though. Like, like I don't it's like I said, you're gonna go there just not to win too. Like you're gonna be in the same situation. Bucks made the playoffs this year. Toronto, I mean, they'll make the playoffs with Giannis, but first round exit. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna beat any of the big dogs in the East.
I think
I agree with Trav.
to piggyback off of like what we could give up. I put up our picks while Trav was talking. We could give them the 9th that we have this year. That's a top 10. That's a lottery pick. We could give up our next year's. We could give up our 2027, 2028, 2029, depending how willing we are to invest into this young.
And Giannis, yeah.
Because I mean, realistically,
and like you said, P, not to cut you off, but like you said, Milwaukee's in a rebuild mode, so they could use all the picks they can get. They don't got no picks. Milwaukee don't got no picks for real.
OKC got everything.
Yeah, OKC. They're hoarding picks. They're hoarding everything down there. I think we talked about that the last pod of Modern Peanut. How like some of these teams where it's like it wouldn't make sense unless you're just giving all your draft picks away. Like because all these teams that they're talking about, these guys going to the Rockets, the Spurs, for the KDs of the world, Giannis of the world. It's like you don't want to blow your team up for one of these guys. Like you want to keep your core intact.
I will not blow up my team for Giannis.
No, I'm not gonna blow my team up for KD. I mean, KD's 37. He'll be 37 to start the season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, yo, I'll give you a bunch of picks, but like, I can't give up my young players.
If you thinking as an owner of a team, business wise, revenue, KD's gonna pack the house. It's different. You feel me?
But for only like what? How many years though? You gotta think longevity.
But you gotta think. Some GMs are acting on the decision of the owner. Some owners may want to increase revenue for that part in time and then we'll figure it out later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a business at the end of the day. You feel me? Winning games, that's cool. Winning games, all right, that'll bring money in, you know what I mean? But if you're a team that hasn't won in a while, all right, how can we get some more money in and pack the stadium? You feel me? That's what it comes down to for some teams.
I agree with that. Ahmad, what you think about the Raptors and Giannis?
I kind of agree with Travis. Like, I think from what I'm reading and what I'm researching, like, in order to get Giannis, they would have to give up a lot this season. But at the same time, I think that Raptors, they can't be too picky because at the end of the day, players got a lot of power, bro. They can do the Anthony Davis method, and you could
James Harden method.
You can force your way. You can force your way to get what you want. There's ways to do that, and they know that he's gonna be a free agent next season, 26-27 season. So if they don't make a deal now or get what they can get for him, then they're gonna get nothing for him. So I think that's why you see like the Suns, like they can't. I know that KD is a very big, viable trade piece along with Giannis, but you can't just be like, oh, I want this, because it also depends upon where Giannis wants to go. Now, will he go to the Raptors? I don't know, because the president of the Raptors, I don't know his name, how to say his name.
Masai.
Yeah. It said he helped Giannis get his Greek citizenship and jumpstart his career growing up. So it looks like they got a connection already. That's his boy. You know what I'm saying? He helped him out, so there's definitely a connection there. And honestly, I could see him in Toronto too. Toronto's actually a good city if you're not like has a lot of international people there, so you might like it in Toronto. Drake's there. I can see Giannis, OVO Giannis. I can see that. I can see that.
Get Giannis on a song.
Yeah, and honestly, I think if they can just keep a few of their pieces, like a RJ Barrett, I don't know.
Ingram. They just traded for him.
In Ingram, I think they could do something.
And Scotty too. They got to keep Scotty. They could get rid of quickly.
They have a great core, bro.
Yeah, great core. I think Giannis championship experience and like if they can just keep some of that core right there and add Giannis, I think they can make a huge jump, especially in the East. We're not talking about the West, we're talking about the East. They can make a huge jump.
And that's why I like Giannis staying on the East Coast because it's wide open right now. Pause. Anybody could get to the finals
Yeah,
coming out the East. The
yeah.
West, I don't like Giannis in the West at all. It's just too much.
Hmm.
It's too much going on over there.
That's a fact.
I'd rather him stay on the East Coast where he has a
Yeah,
better chance
yeah,
at reaching the NBA
yeah.
Finals.
The Raptors just got a lot of because they just got so many options. So I think they're gonna be a. They're like, if I had to guess, I would say the Raptors is where he's gonna go.
And like you made a good point, Ahmad. If even if they don't want to trade for him, they could just wait for free agency because I'm sure we're gonna
Yeah,
have a boatload of money.
yeah,
Because I mean, we're not really paying anybody crazy.
yeah.
Whoa. I just looked that up, P. I just looked that up. Listen to this. Listen to this. Ingram, 114 million guaranteed. Quickly, 162 million.
Trade that
Are
nigga.
Scotty
are are we,
Barnes, 234 million.
are we
Trade
RJ
that
paying
Barrett,
nigga.
that,
83
or
million.
are those from the teams that we got him from? Because you got to remember, Ingram came from the Pelicans. The Quickly came from Detroit.
No, quickly came from New York.
Yeah, New
The
York.
Knicks. Yeah, actually, you do got a point. Let me see.
Yeah, so double check that because I don't know if we extended.
How much
Ingram.
Barrett getting?
I think
83
Barrett.
million.
I think Barrett's the same situation because we got him from New York.
Yeah, yeah. You can trade like quickly, like to free up some space. Like
Yeah,
you can move.
quickly is just another piece to another roster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he.
Quickly is an easy trade.
I mean, he could be really good somewhere else though, because he was hooping this season. So I
Yeah, he
think,
was hooping. He just got hurt. He just
yeah,
got
I
hurt a
think
lot.
they got a lot of options, bro.
He could be
They
good. He could be good, but he could be good on another team.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But while I'm looking that up, we're gonna move on to the next topic. The topic we've been waiting for.
Aha.
Curry versus Magic. Is Curry the greatest point guard of all time? Is Magic number 2? Where do we place Curry
Why you had to?
in all time players? Is he top 10? Is he
Why you
top
had to?
15? Is he top 20? Before we let Troy and Ahmad duke it out, we're gonna start with Trav and Peanut. Trav, talk to me.
I mean, I put it down in the group chat. I got Magic number 1. I got Magic over Curry. I think Magic, pure point guard, and what he did when he came into the game. First of all, he was 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", biggest point guard. Came in there, rookie year, won a finals MVP. I think he dropped 40 or something in that game, 6'2".
42. Yeah, 42.
42,
Yeah.
and played all the different positions because Kareem was hurt.
He played center that last game.
Yep. That's tough.
That's tough, Ahmad.
I think
He's 6'9". He should have been. He should have been in the center. I'm not gonna lie.
His ass should have been in the paint.
Yeah, right here, nigga. Get in the paint.
I think what he did for the game during that time, kind of how we talked about earlier, how him and like Bird kind of saved the league, and I think he opened the game up to like the fast break. I think the fast break wasn't how it was until Magic was doing that himself.
Showtime.
So I'm going to lean Magic just because of what he did. Obviously, I think Curry is right there. Like I said, I think I even said I think I would lean Curry because he's a bucket. But if I want like pure point guard with some killers on the team, give me Magic.
Respectable.
Not taking away. Like I said, I fuck with Curry. Fuck with Curry heavy too. So I mean, greatest shooter ever. That's not even arguable. You can't. There's no argument there. So it's just 1A, 1B. I don't think it's a knock saying Curry's 2. You know what I mean? But I think for everything Magic did, the championships, the MVPs, he got to give it to Magic.
And where do you place Curry? Is he top 10 all time? Is
Nope.
he right out of the top 10?
I think top 10 all time players.
All time players, yeah.
I think he's damn, that's tough. I would probably put him top 15. I think you can say he's top 15. Yeah, I wouldn't disrespect him like that. I think he's top 15. I'm trying to think of
Too late.
some guys.
No, too late, nigga. You already disrespected him. You already disrespected him.
You see my list. You see
It's
my
facts,
top 10
though.
list. I don't think
It's facts.
I'm not pulling any of those guys out to put Curry in. That's the only thing. Like I said, Curry might be 11, 12, but I don't think he's not top 10.
Nah, he's not top 10. He's
And I don't
not.
think that's not disrespectful because
He's
the
not.
guys in that the
Lamar.
guys in my top 10, bro, are those are dude like come on, bro. Like
I forgot who's in your top 10. I know
I think
Ahmad,
Adrian
he's
Kobe.
not top 10, Ahmad. Peanut, go ahead, please.
You know, Ahmad, I got you, bro. I'm gonna lean towards Curry.
Thank you, man.
I mean, like in terms of like point guard, I think Magic did a lot for the game. He was great. He added flair to basketball in a time where, like Ahmad mentioned, Magic and Birds practically saved the league to a degree. Helped save the declining ratings. And Magic has a big part of that because like the style of basketball he brought to the league. I mean, he got a ton of scrutiny for the way he played basketball. People were like, "Oh, this flashy stuff, this razzle dazzle stuff, get that shit out of here."
So what's your reason?
But I think you got to give Magic credit. Let me continue. But I think he hurt the end of his career. The whole AIDS thing that really killed his career. And I mean, you can go all you want. It's a fact. I mean, it took him out the league for a while. People were afraid to play him, stuff like this. Like I
wouldn't play with him.
It was a problem.
Nah, facts. I'm not touching that nigga. Bro.
It was a problem. Now, if that didn't happen, shit, he might be blowing Curry out the water. Like that's a real thing. But I think that Curry just hasn't had any issues. He's been pretty consistent. He got how many chips he got him out? I'm sorry, I'm a casual Curry fan.
He's got 4.
4. He got the 3 with he got the 3 with the team, the super team.
Yeah.
Give him that. And then he got the one in 2023,
2022.
He had 2 with the super team. He had 2 out the mud.
Yeah, 15 was out the mud.
Yeah.
All right. We got that, and he got his two unanimous MVPs, right? 2 back-to-back unanimous.
He got 1 MVP.
One.
No,
he's got 2 MVPs.
Yeah, he had 2 MVPs.
One's unanimous.
Only player in history to be unanimous, I believe.
Yeah, and then you gotta talk the fact. He changed the game, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody was shooting threes like Curry.
Yeah.
You could say there were great shooters. I'll give you that. But nobody was doing it like Curry.
And bro, okay, am I finish it.
But I mean, I do think it's really close. I fuck with Magic. I fuck with Curry. I'd like Trav said, it's 1A, 1B. I'm gonna give the edge to Curry.
I respect that. Ahmad, we're gonna save Troy for last. Ahmad,
hold on. And I do have Curry in my top
10. My nigga.
Okay, Pete.
Going after 2003.
Nah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ahmad.
Bro, I don't even understand how this is a conversation really, because Magic from the time he got in the league. So everyone all uses the argument against Curry. Oh, he had a super team. He had KD. Nigga. Magic had Kareem for 5 out of 5 of his championships. He had the greatest player in the league at the time. Kareem.
The nigga was old. Fuck is you talking about?
What?
Shit, he was still a problem.
No, he was a problem, bro. He was that nigga.
He was getting old, but he was still. All right, bro.
So we gotta be consistent now. We gotta be consistent. How you gonna use the argument? Oh, Curry played with KD against Curry, right? But not use that same argument against Magic. He had him for 5 of his championships. We talking about a nigga who was unanimous. That's never happened before. Never happened before. Unanimous. That means every motherfucker voted for Curry because he was that nice, nigga. And he's 6 feet, bro. He's like 6 feet. Let's be real. That nigga is 6 feet. And doing what he does. Now you're gonna say, and I hate the argument. People's like, oh, he's not a true point guard, a pure point guard. He is. He just does it in a different way that you've never seen before. Yeah, Magic was an assist god, but Curry gets assists too in a different way. The gravity that Curry brings to the game, like Curry has 3 niggas on him, and Gary Payton gets an open shot. Is that not an assist? That's an assist, nigga. I don't care what nobody say. If I have 3 niggas guarding me and you wide open, give me my assist. Curry out the mud, nigga. Curry came to that Warriors team. They wasn't shit. Magic came to a team that was already built for success. Curry came and got off the muscle, nigga. He turned Draymond into an all-star. Draymond,
yeah, that's kind of nuts.
Out the mud, bro. And
Draymond
put him on his back and brought him to 4 championship, a dynasty. Stephen Curry dominated the arguably best player in the league in his prime. That was his prime, nigga. He dominated LeBron in his prime. Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about here? Curry, Wardell, Stephen Curry, and he's not top 10. Check his resume. Y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. Check his resume, bro. Y'all wilding out.
All right, round one, Troy.
I love Curry, but I got to do this to him. Now let me stop. Anyway, bro, you got to think about it like this, bro. Trav already kind of touched on a couple points that I was going to say. You know, when Magic came into the league, Magic, you know, it wasn't as amplified as LeBron's, but Magic kind of had that same spotlight as LeBron coming into the league, right? Everybody expected Magic to be great. Magic came into the league his rookie year and got a finals. I know you say, oh, he had a Kareem, blase, but the Lakers wasn't the Lakers anymore at that point in time. It took Magic coming in there, giving them a new look, a new face, Showtime, to come in there and change the whole dynasty. They became Showtime once Magic arrived. Fast break. I know they had the back to the basket already implemented, but once they implemented that fast break,
crazy.
Oh, that's what Magic thrived, nigga. Come on, bro. Pure point guard, facilitator. Come on, 6'9". What are you talking about? All 5 positions. You use Curry at all 5 positions?
Hey, yo.
You can use Curry out. Pause. Don't cut me off when I'm rolling. I'm rolling right now. Bro, don't cut me off. I'm rolling right now. You can use Curry pause at all 5 positions? No.
You said point guard. You said point guard, right? You said point guard, right?
Nasty. Nah. Look, let me tell you.
That's stupid,
bro. You cannot use Curry at all 5 positions. Curry is great at his role. He is not a pure point, no matter what you say.
What is he?
Not a pure point. He is a combo guard. Combo guard. You know what that is. You hoop, nigga. You know what that is. You know what that is, nigga. He is a combo guard. He ain't no true point guard. He ain't no CP3. He ain't no Magic. He ain't no Bron. He ain't no Jason Kidd. He ain't no Jason Williams. He is Stephen Curry. Combo guard. Scorer over anything. You know what I mean? Magic, 6'9", had all of the shine as soon as he came into they handed the nigga to Bentley as soon as he got into the league. And you know what he did? He took that motherfucker around the track and said, bitch, I'm gonna do a donut at the end. Come on, man. Come on, man. This bitch came in, got a championship first goddamn time, man.
But we just talked about
He
that.
Saved, what they say? They say he saved the league. Oh yeah, he saved the league. Your boy Curry wouldn't even be in this bitch if it weren't for Magic. What is you talking about? Saved the league. Come on, man, pioneer. Hey, hold on. I'll let you get it out. You better let me finish, goddammit. I know you the podcast captain. Goddamn, I came in to take over. As soon as you said that shit about Curry, bitch, I had to say something. Hold on. How many finals had Curry been to?
What, 6?
You're a true Curry fan, right?
Yeah, he lost 6 finals.
6 of them joints?
Yeah.
Magic been to 9.
Okay. He lost. That means he lost more times than we did.
Magic got 5.
Right?
All
that tells me he lost more times than we did, bro.
No. To get to the finals is a lot harder. To get to the finals is a lot harder.
I prefer to win.
There's a reason. How long has Curry been in the league?
How
long is how long?
I got you.
Yeah, look at that. I don't know, like what?
No.
Well,
I need that number.
Years?
I need that number, please.
I got you right now.
That number, please.
15 seasons.
15 seasons, right?
Yeah.
50 seasons. Magic been in the league 13, right? And this was the post-AIDS, right? No, pre-AIDS, right? pre-AIDS.
Make that very
Magic
evident.
already seen 9. He won 5. Your man Curry seen 6 and won 4. Come on, man.
The efficiency is
Come
crazy.
on, I'll let you go. You better let me go.
That's it.
Why?
I
will say this. I will say this, Ahmad. Curry did revolutionize the game. No bullshit.
Thank you.
I want to give him a
let me finish, P. Let me finish,
a
P.
little support.
Come on, tell me about Magic. I've been dealing with this conversation for almost a year now. I need to get it out. I need to vent. Please let me vent.
You done?
Nah,
You good?
Look, Curry has revolutionized the game. He has changed the game in an astronomical way. A lot of the new generation now has modeled their game after Stephen Curry. A lot of people that's coming into the league now are coming into the league shooting threes that are way beyond the 3-point line. Dribble pull-ups, even just coming off of curls and down screens and shit like that. Like it's just Curry has definitely revolutionized the game. You got players like Trae Young, Damian Lillard, they weren't doing this shit before Steph Curry. Stephen Curry is the lead example, and I will give Steph Curry that. But when we talking Curry and Magic, bro, like Trav said, bro, it's 1A, 1B. But I will say this, just for your sake. You nigga. If Curry win one more, I give him no more. That's if Curry win one more.
You hear that, Curry?
Until he do, Magic will be the greatest point guard of all fucking time, Ahmad. All fucking time.
Yo, P, real quick. Roll this nigga up real quick, bro. Roll this nigga up.
A blunt?
Roll the nigga up, bro.
The two things I had like two things that I wanted to add because I was looking at it. Before Magic, the Lakers were in the playoffs. So he didn't really change too much for them. He just helped them get over the hump.
What in the playoffs and getting through the playoffs is two different things, P.
And
bro, we're talking about Curry.
We've seen Atlanta get to the finals and don't win. What are you talking about? That's a bum franchise in the Eastern Conference. Come on, man. You could get to the playoffs, but can you win?
I mean, they won their first series.
They won the first series, P. Congratulations.
They've been delusional. Let me tell, bro. This is what a man in denial looks like, bro. Troy is a man in denial.
And the West at the time in Magic era was nowhere near as difficult as it was for Curry.
Are you sure about that?
About that shit, bro.
I'd bookmark it, stamp it. Huh?
Let Trav chime in on that one. On that note.
Trav, what was the West looking like in the 80s?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't tell you actually. I'm gonna take his side. I got the vest on. I couldn't actually tell you what it was looking like in the 80s. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't even tell you, especially not in 1980. You know what I mean? I don't even know. You know what I mean? I can't do nothing with that. You know what I mean? But I think even that, I don't know if that's a good argument as far as toughness, because that's almost like the era thing almost in a sense. You know what I mean? Like who these guys are playing against versus who these guys are playing against now. Like, you know what I mean? Like just because Steph is, you might say, you know what I mean?
Even though they were winning, there was some years they were losing.
Who?
So you can't just count out the competition factor and that sort.
Some of the Lakers.
Excuse me.
Are you talking about the Lakers or the Warriors? The Lakers. But like Pia said, like if a team wasn't like literally in the playoffs a year before, and then this year they have Magic Johnson, they go to the finals. That's great. But we're talking about someone who literally took a team on his back and did some shit and built a dynasty off his back. He was the guy. Magic wasn't the guy. Let's be real, bro. He wasn't the guy on his team. Kareem was the guy on his team.
Are you
Curry
sure?
always been that nigga, bro.
I
Look,
agree
hold
with-
on.
No,
Yes, I'm sure.
Curry's
Hold
hasn't
on,
always
P.
been that
Hold
nigga.
on, P.
KD
Hold
was
on,
the
P. Hold
KD when he got there. That was his
Josh.
team.
Josh, hold on.
What? Nigga,
God, hold on. Before we get
bro,
into
what?
before we get into another side of this conversation, please, Ahmad, are you 100% sure Kareem was still that guy when Magic got there?
He was injured, but yeah, that was his team. Yeah, he was
Are you
that guy.
sure? All right,
Yes,
so
I'm
look,
sure.
I will tell you this.
Watch Showtime.
I watched enough documentaries.
I was gonna say Showtime. I was gonna say the same thing.
I watched enough documentaries. I read a couple books back in high school, stuff like that. And I will tell you this: Kareem didn't like the fact that he was getting old. He was still the captain of the Lakers, but when Magic came into that league, Jerry Buss gave Magic the keys, and Kareem didn't like that shit. Them two niggas was butting heads when Magic came into the league because Kareem saw Magic trying to take over. This was Magic's team, whether or not Kareem was the captain. This was Magic's team, whether you believe it or not.
I think that's like two different.
I'm dragging it.
You reaching, bro. You Pat Bevan right now.
I think, Troy. I think you're right.
Tap into whatever resources you got. You mind? Come on, tap in and go do your research, my nigga. I'm telling you, go look it up.
Troy, I think you're right from the owner's side of the story, like the owner's perspective. The owners handed them the team. Now the players, on the other hand, from the stuff I've watched, stuff I've seen, they weren't with them. They were with Kareem because Kareem's the captain. So like you said, they were butting heads. That was true. I think if you look at it from a player's perspective, it was still Kareem's team. But if you look at it from like the business, the Lakers new, because the Lakers were making a new identity when Magic got there. They were basically rebranding. Essentially.
Also, bro, it's unfair to say Curry's not a pure point guard and all this bullshit you say because like no one's ever had to face a defense Curry has had to face. Curry really can't be a true point guard and bring the ball on the court. You know why? Because there's gonna be three niggas on him. So it's hard to really hold him against that same rules and same standards because he's not the same type of nigga, bro. He's a different breed, bro. He's a different breed. You can't compare him with the other niggas because he's not a regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like A Boogie said, I'm not a regular person. He's not a regular person, bro. You know. So you can't really compare him to that standard. Curry is a pure point guard in his own way. And the whole combo guard argument, that's a bad argument because we can say the same thing like about Magic. Just because he doesn't play his position, he plays center, right? And guard. Does that make him a combo guard?
That's not a good take.
Magic just on a point guard tip though too. Magic has like 4 assist titles.
Yes, he has. He has 4. He won the assist the leader joint 4 times.
That don't make you to me. That don't make you like the greatest point guard of all time. If that's the case,
I think
Trae Young.
That's a notch. I think that's
a notch. You're right. It's a notch, but that don't make you that's another thing that brings you over the edge.
You have to think about his era of dominance. When you think about the GOAT debate as far as like point guards, you have to think about that.
He got 3 Finals MVPs out of his 5 championships.
This is different, bro. It's just different. Magic, Curry, 1A, 1B. That's all it is to it, my nigga.
And Curry's 1A. Curry's 1A. No,
all right, y'all.
We'll let the people decide. The people are smart enough to see the delusion, bro. They can see the delusion going on right now. So you
gotta get over your favorite player, my nigga. I know that's your favorite player, bro. I feel the same way about Bron, but Curry ain't Magic.
And that's that.
So am I in your top 10?
Let me tell you something too.
Oh, brother.
Let me tell you something, Ma. Let me tell you something, P. Real shit. That was Kareem team. Let me ask you. Yes or no?
From the player's perspective,
that's yes. Kareem. That was Kareem team when Magic first got there.
From the
first couple of years, yeah. For the first 2
players'
years.
perspective.
Sure.
From the player's perspective.
1979, 1980. Why Magic win Finals MVP?
Because
Kareem got hurt.
Yeah.
That was Magic's team. Fuck is you talking about? Magic willed it. Kareem got hurt. Magic still won that shit. What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about going
What the
into.
fuck? That's the conversation over. You talking about nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Curry.
Ahmad, the old head's running amok, bro. We got to send him to
They
the
are.
veterinary.
It's getting ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm getting tired of
It's
this.
getting.
It's the juice, bro. He's
It
lit.
is
Go
getting
to sleep,
ridiculous.
Grandpa.
It's the juice, bro.
It's the Diddy
It's the
juice for real.
juice.
That's all that Diddy juice you
It's
drinking,
the
bro.
juice.
Got you acting
It's
out.
the juice. Hey, Trav, what you was about to ask though? What you was about to ask? Am I?
It's not the juice. It's not the juice.
Oh, I was gonna ask. I wanted to hear Ahmad's top 10 because I know he has got Curry in there. I just want to hear who's kind of out. I just want to know. I mean, you probably don't have Magic in your top 10.
Of all time, I got. I mean, we got Michael. We got Michael. There's no order. Mike, Kobe, LeBron, Steph, KD.
Okay.
I got Shaq.
Okay.
Shit, and then this is where I got to think. We got Larry Bird.
Okay.
For number 2, I'll put number 2 Magic in my top 10.
Okay.
I don't know. I got to think about the last 2 who I want to give that to.
A Kareem, maybe.
Tim Duncan, maybe.
A Russell, a Wilt.
I'll give it a Tim. I think Tim, just because his resume, like he deserve it.
Yeah, Tim is in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah, Tim's in my top.
I don't know who that. Maybe the Wade. I don't know who that last one is
Nah,
gonna
not
go
Wade.
for.
Not Wade.
You're right. Yeah, I don't know. I
thought you were reaching with Durant.
I'll take your
Nah, you
mind.
was doing good though. You was doing good till you said
Yeah.
D-Wade, gang.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, I'm not mad.
Last
I'm
one,
not mad.
think about
I'm not mad at the KD thing either. I can
Yeah.
I can see that argument.
Yeah,
Nah,
That's what
he's not in my top 10.
Because
KD
last night when I first said Magic was in the top 10,
Harden crazy.
because I was gonna have KD in there instead of Magic. But I was like, let me pull back my horses a little bit. I think Magic belongs in top 10. KD's in that top 15 range. So I think KD is definitely
he's top 15,
if he's not in my top 10, he's definitely my 11, 12, you know what I mean, 13.
Well,
KD's one of them guys.
yeah, and to your point, Trav, for me, when I'm giving my top 10, I'm not going by top 10 NBA players. I'm going top 10 hoopers. You know what I'm saying? Top niggas who can hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, KD can give anybody a bucket. I'm not counting in his MVPs, his finals, his champion. I'm just counting, nigga, can you hoop?
Can you
That's how I look at it.
Let me say this though. I don't mean to like boom, but I know you said you going on top hoopers, but we talking about NBA all time. You feel me? Top hoopers, all right, that's cool, but top NBA all time is KD top 10.
No.
I don't think. Unfortunately, I think is people.
You can make an argument though.
I gotta think about that.
You can make an argument that he is though. That's the thing. You can make an argument that KD can be top.
10.
That's a fact.
He's gonna think about where he might end up in like the scoring like leaders. Like he's gonna end up probably top 5. Is he already top 5? Like,
I'd have to do some research on that.
I mean, is scoring everything?
Not really.
Because I mean, look at Karl Malone. You throwing Karl Malone in the top 10?
I'll throw him in the top 20.
Top 20.
Kevin Durant's number 8.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
Karl Malone was a problem. I just don't. He's nasty, man, but he's a problem. Some people still say he might be the greatest power forward. You know what I mean? Like you can argue that. Like Karl Malone.
You can argue that, but he ain't got no rings for that. Tim Duncan
that would be my thing on him, and I would still put Chuck over.
I'll give Karl Malone top 20 for sure.
Kevin Durant's 8, Trav.
8.
Yeah.
And the only person still playing currently is LeBron in front of him. So I think I think he should run down Wilt. Dirt.
Wilt and Dirt.
Yep. And then you're in that rare era of Jordan, Kobe.
As soon as like next season.
Yeah. I feel like if Kevin Durant is like number 3 in scoring, then I think I could put him like confidently like in terms of NBA top 10 of all time. But like you said, it could be argued. I got to put some more thought into that. I don't want to like give a erroneous.
See, my thing is, I look at him like, yo, he's 7 foot, and we never seen like what Wale say. We never seen a 7 footer sham god on God, not before KD. You know what I mean? Like KD's different, bro. Like that, how pure he is, easy money sniper, bro. That's different at that how big he is, bro. He's a real bucket at 7 feet. Definitely, that's totally different. You know what I mean? Like that's totally. I think he's special. So I mean, I don't have him in the top 10, but I could argue why he should be in the top 10.
That's the only NBA player I've seen on social media trying to get shadow buckets in the club.
Yo, for real. That man's a hooper, yo. That's a real hooper right
He's a
there.
real hooper.
He ain't got no kids, no wife, bro. He
No,
lived,
Ball,
breathed
yeah, ball is
basketball.
life, yo.
All
Ball is
Facts.
life.
All
Definition
hoops.
of ball is life.
All hoops.
I like
Hey,
that.
so look, before we end the podcast, we're gonna play a quick game real quick. So I'm gonna go and ask everybody. Well, not ask everybody, but I'm gonna go to each person, and y'all gotta name the top 15 all-time NBA points, playoff point scorers. So total points.
Wait,
Who
what?
has the most total points in NBA playoff history?
I can't give you that game. I
How
ain't
many
gonna-
strikes we get? How many strikes we get, bro?
I ain't gonna lie. I can't get that.
3 strikes. 3 strikes.
Not
You
do
want
two,
the-
do
you
two,
want-
do two. I think I normally
Two?
do two. I think I
You
normally
want-
did two when we did
You want the
Wait,
top?
so what am
top
Top
15.
15. Top
NBA
15.
scorers and NBA
in
scores
playoffs?
in the
Playoff
playoffs.
points?
Like, who has the most points in the
Fuck, this is gonna
playoffs?
be difficult. I ain't been on the receiving end of one of these yet.
in
I ain't going.
You get 2 strikes.
Oh,
So-
Curry's in there.
Hold on. No cheating either. No cheating.
Nah, my hands right here.
Yo, mine. Where your hands at, B?
Man,
Where your
my hand
hands
is-
at?
you-
Where your
I'm
other
right-handed,
hand at,
nigga.
bro?
I'm right-handed, nigga.
He got the
Damn.
mouse.
No,
He got the
put
mouse
your hands
going.
up. Put your
He got
hands
the-
up.
He
No
got the mouse
cheating,
going.
bro.
I'm
No
not
cheating. I need to see
cheating.
both hands from everybody.
If I was to go off of it, I would say LeBron. I think Bron. You said top 15.
Top 15.
Don't-
Wait. We're gonna go.
wait.
We're gonna go Ahmad, Trav,
Alright.
Troy, then Peanut.
It's
So
like
if you
last
miss
man
one, you get a
standing.
strike. You get 2 strikes, you out.
All right.
All right. So NBA career playoff leaders for points. Okay, top 15.
Mm,
All right, Ahmad, give me one.
Kobe.
Kobe's
definitely
up
in
there. Kobe's up there. Trav.
Bron.
Kobe's 4. Bron is 1. Bron is 1 with 8,289 points in the playoffs. Troy. LeBron and Kobe have been named.
Bron, and Jordan.
Jordan's number 2, 5,987.
That's a big
Go
ass
ahead,
gap.
Pete. That's a gap. Yeah, that's a gap.
Ah, damn.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a pretty mean guess. I'm gonna say Kawhi.
Kawhi is not top 15. He is number 25.
Damn. Yeah, I'll take my X. I'll take my first X. I want
Okay.
I want to try to get the hard ones out of the way first, because then I can get to the easy ones.
Go ahead, Ahmad. Back to you. We got Braun, Mike, and Kobe.
Larry.
Top 15.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird is 14 with 3,897 points. That's a good pull. That's a good pull. Try.
I'm gonna go off the rails. I got one who I think's in there, but I'm gonna save it. Let someone else use it. I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan's number 6, 5,172.
Okay. All right.
Troy, talk to me.
That man stayed in the playoffs.
I'm gonna get a little old in here. And I'm gonna say Will. Talk to me, Josh. Tell me he in there.
Wilt is number 22. He is not top 15.
Damn.
That is a strike. That's
I got
a
an
strike.
X. Yeah.
Fuck.
That's 1 strike for Troy. Back to you, P. Remember,
Ahmad,
we're
have you
doing
said
top
Curry
15.
yet, bro?
I
Huh?
didn't say Curry.
I'm gonna go Curry. I'm going Curry.
That's safe.
Please, for the love of God.
That's safe.
Curry's number 11.
Thank Christ, dude. Holy.
4,147.
Wait, so are we talking about like? Okay, so you're talking about total play. Okay.
Total
Got it.
playoff points, yeah.
All right.
Curry's number 11. Back to you, Ahmad.
I'm gonna go Shaq.
Shaq is number 5.
That's
Yeah.
a good.
5,250 points. Back to you, Trav. I'm going to tell y'all what we got. We got Braun, we got Mike, we got Kobe, we got Shaq. We got Steph, and we got Tim Duncan. I think Trav said Tim, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me get Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is number 7, 4,985 points. Go ahead, Troy.
Kareem.
Kareem number
Ooh, that's
3.
what I was thinking.
That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say. Dude.
Kareem
I
is
was trying
number
to say
3.
Kareem.
Nice,
Uh,
Troy. P.
Kareem.
P. Back to you.
Uh,
Troy and P got strikes.
what did you say? What was Larry Bird at? Bird was like 14, wasn't he?
yeah.
Bird was 14. Y'all not gonna get 15. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Can we get a hint for 15?
No.
Wait, how many players are we at right now?
I'm about to tell you. Y'all got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think.
I know
Yeah,
he ain't
go
gonna
ahead.
be on here. I know he ain't gonna be on here. Magic.
You said Magic?
Yeah. I know he ain't gonna be on there.
Magic is 18. Peanuts
Yeah,
out.
You're
I'm
pure
looking this
point
shit up
guard.
myself.
Go ahead, Ahmad.
Playoff. Damn, I don't know. I don't know about this one, but fuck it. James Harden.
15. Damn.
I was gonna go. Yo, that's
Let's
crazy.
That's
go.
crazy.
I was like, I don't know, because he
Okay.
don't be showing up in playoffs, but shit.
Yeah, James Harden is 15 all time in playoff points.
Fuck! I should have went him, bro. Fuck.
Damn.
15 with
I can kinda help Josh
3,895
out.
points.
3,000. Thanks.
Go ahead, Trav.
They have 5. They have 5 left, don't they, Josh?
Damn.
Five people left.
Let me get
1, 2.
This might be my first strike. I feel like I'm running out. Let me try my man Melo.
I think you got your first strike, bro. If I'm looking at the same list Josh is, you got your first strike. Are you doing NBA and ABA, Josh, or just NBA?
Yeah, you got a strike, bro. You ain't up there.
Okay.
That's one strike. Go ahead, Troy. You on a strike, bro. Tread carefully, my nigga. We got. Hold on. Let me run it back for you. We got Braun. Yo, P, write this down real quick. If you got something on you, real quick.
I have him memorized who he said. You good?
Braun. We got Mike. We got Braun, Mike. We got Shaq. Y'all say Kobe,
Got
right?
Kareem.
Yeah.
You got Kareem.
Yep, say
You
Kobe.
got Kobe.
Y'all got
Got
Tim.
Tim Duncan.
Y'all got Kevin.
Got Durant.
Y'all got Curry. Y'all got Bird, and y'all got Harden.
Yep. They're missing 5.
They're missing 5,
total.
right?
Yeah, 5 total players.
Yeah, y'all missing 5 players. Yep.
I might be out, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
What I was gonna say one of them. I should have went with my gut on one of them, bro. Oh my god, I had a feeling he was gonna be in there.
Karl Malone.
Ooh, that's a good pull. That is a great pull. That's number 8.
I was gonna go there with that one.
4,761 points. Back to you, Ahmad. That's a good pull, Troy.
Damn, I wasn't thinking about that.
Carl
been in there too. I think I gotta take it back old, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting old with it.
I don't even.
Oh, I got one.
Please.
I don't know.
Got one.
Please, Trav. Please. I hope.
I got one.
I'm gonna say Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
13.
Oh,
Dwayne Wade's up
Oh
there.
shit! All right. There you go.
Man.
Dwayne Wade's 13.
I never thought that
3,954 points.
Wait, Travis, that's you?
That's what I was gonna take.
Y'all
I was gonna say Dwayne Wade.
y'all got 3 left.
Y'all got 3 left.
Hold on.
There's
hold
only
on, hold on.
just to give y'all a little hint. There's only one semi-current player left.
I was about to say they gotta be old heads.
The other 2 are
Come
old.
on, P. You ain't have to
One
do
semi-current.
that.
This helped you too because there's 3 players left.
I got it because I'm a real Lakers fan. Jerry West, he's got to be in there. He played in
Number 10. Number 10.
Yeah.
Bill Russell.
All right.
What'd you think?
Bill Russell.
Russell is not up there, Troy.
Yeah,
I knew I was out anyway. I was good anyway. It's cool. It's cool.
We got 2 left, Ahmad and Trav. Ahmad, back to
I
you.
ain't got none.
Oh shit.
looking crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. Who was that? Who was one of them niggas for real?
See,
Semi.
a part of me wants to say someone. I'll give you some hints too. Just what I'm thinking. Part of me wants to say another player off the Spurs. I'm thinking either Manu or Tony Parker might just because Timmy was in there.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, is that one of them, bro? It's not, bro, because that's a guess, ain't it?
It's not my
Hey,
turn.
he's not going. He's not going.
It's not my
It's
turn.
not
Working again.
It's not his turn yet.
No.
I'm just trying. I'm talking it out with the last two right
I
here.
was
You know
I
what
was
mean?
thinking that. I was thinking that too. Honestly,
And
I'm
I
like,
was thinking
him.
Paul Pierce, but I don't think he's been in there enough though. I don't think Paul Pierce is in
Yeah,
there.
I'm
But
like, nah. He only went like 2 times or whatever. But yeah,
Spurs was in there, so I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, no. It's playoffs points, not finals. So, I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Even that though.
Even then, yeah.
Fuck it. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say Ray Allen.
No.
Okay. All right.
That's y'all both on 2
All right.
X's. Trav.
All right, nigga.
who balled out more? Who balled out more? I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
got
go
two
one.
left.
I'm going with one of those two.
Make
TP
the
or
right choice.
TP or Manu.
Yeah, remember Manu came off the bench.
Tony Parker.
Yeah,
Tony
Tony Parker.
Parker's up there.
I was gonna say that
4,004.
Ahmad. Yeah.
Yeah.
4,004.
Let's go, Trav.
Okay.
I was gonna say that
Okay.
Ahmad. I was gonna say that Ahmad that
Yeah.
Manu came off
See,
the
that's
bench,
what-
but I feel like that would have been a hint from me. So
And that was
Yeah.
definitely a big hint because I wasn't sure. I'm like Manu was a bucket.
Yeah, he was
Manu
for
was
sure.
a
But he
bucket.
wasn't-
Lock in, bro. Lock
I don't
in,
know.
bro.
Last one.
Lock in
Wait,
him out.
what number is it? Like, what number on the list is it?
He's the
9.
9th.
9th. Who's number 10?
Jerry
Jerry
West.
West.
Mm.
I knew this player and I was gonna go with him, but I decided to go with Magic instead.
Mm.
Can't give
I'll
us,
I'll say. Oh, you gonna give us a hint?
I was gonna tell him to give us a hint, but
Yeah, I'll give y'all a hint. I'll give y'all a hint.
Josh, I low key got a hint. I don't know how helpful it is.
All right, go ahead, Pete.
ABA.
ABA, okay.
Dog, that's
Yeah,
before my
ABA.
time.
Let's go with that.
That don't help shit.
I'm back. I got 2 names in my head. Then if we're talking ABA,
immediately to mind.
I got 2 names in my head.
That sound old. So,
All right,
what was that nigga Kevin McHale?
whoa.
Nah,
Wrong.
He was gonna NBA. Wait. We gotta let Trav. If
So,
Trav doesn't
Trav,
get it, we gotta
ABA.
keep
Come
going.
on, Trav.
said-
Punch
he
it out
said
for the
ABA.
team.
Come
So
on,
I'm
Trav.
thinking it's either Moses Malone or Julius Irvin.
There you go.
It's either one of those two.
Go ahead,
I
make
know
a
those
choice.
two.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
one of those two,
Watch
but
it,
make a
Jay.
choice.
Hey, look, you better. Hey, look, I'm telling you. Yeah.
You know what it is, yo, Trav. You know who it is.
Trav, you gotta
No,
come
it is.
through for the fellas.
You know who it is.
ABA.
Come on.
Who was the dominant one in the ABA?
I'll go with Julius Irvin.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
There you go,
Let's
Hey.
go, Trav.
All right.
Hey.
Let's
I'm about
go,
to say, boy, you better not pick Moses.
All right. Hey, hold on. Moses Malone though is a
He
problem.
said you better not pick Moses.
He was.
Shit. All right.
Hey man, that's good,
was
man.
long
Good,
ass
good teamwork. Good teamwork.
Ahmad, your ball knowledge was killing you there, bro.
Hey, Moses Malone was ABA,
It
right?
did kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I mean, again, I'm a casual. I was gonna go when I said Magic. I was gonna go with Dr. J because of the finals.
Yeah.
But I was like,
I should have said it regardless. I should have said that. I thought about him and I forgot that I thought about him. So yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's crazy. But this is a long.
I think limiting it at 15 was good because there was, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was.
If I would have went 20, it would have been.
Give me who's 16 to 20.
Okay, 16 to 20. 16, John Havlicek. 17, Hakeem. 18, Magic. 19, Dirk. 20, Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen around in the top 20. Shit.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Scottie Pippen in the top 20.
Okay.
All right, guys. It's been a good episode, bro. Niggas gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta sleep, niggas gotta work tomorrow.
I feel you.
So I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Special thanks to Troy for joining the episode.
Troy, let's clap it up for Troy real quick.
Yeah, clap it up for Troy, man. Even though he was wrong, you know what I'm saying? Even though he was fucking crazy, we still love to have you on the episode, man. Make sure y'all tune in for Friday's podcast. We're gonna go over the Game 3 from the Indiana Pacers versus Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yes, sir. Wait, hold
We're
on,
not,
Troy. Hold on, Troy.
and we not sponsored. We not sponsored by that. We
Not
not sponsored by the.
Not
Yes,
sponsored. Not sponsored.
sir.
Yeah.
The Rock Boys in the building tonight.
Nah,
The Rock boys are
All right,
crazy.
y'all. Salute, man. We out.
We out of here, yo.